No, it's never easy when someone you love loses life. It's never easy, man. And it's even harder. It's even harder when the lives are lost senselessly. You know, when someone took extra care not to involve themselves in the activities that they knew would get them in trouble. Someone who actually walked the right way. People who went to school, they worked. You see what I'm saying? People who didn't have, they have started, but it didn't end up that way. You know what I'm saying? So many lives are being lost in our communities over situations that could have been resolved with just communication. A little bit of communication. Less ego. We'd be able to relate better. We'd be able to congregate better. We'd be able to express ourselves better. The codes in life were written for the majority, not the few. The codes was written for the innocent, not to get caught up into our shit. You see what I'm saying? The codes was written so that the women and the children can be protected by our acts and activity. You see what I'm saying? By excluding them from our situations, we uphold codes. But when you break them codes and you shatter them codes, and when innocent people die because of what you do and what you into, that's what's making you a demon. Because other innocent people are affected by you. Death is never easy, but death is a part of life. How you die makes a difference, but even better, how you live makes it more. How did you live? That dash, it represents you. It represents your life. It represents what you've done. It represents your accomplishments, your defeats. It represents you. That's your reality. It's already commissioned from the birth to the death. But that dash, what you do, how you affected others, how what you did affected others in a more positive way or a negative way, that represents you. And that determines whether or not you are a good person or you're a bad person. But you have an innate ability to understand right from wrong. That's the God that exists in you. You know exactly what you're doing. This is why I hold myself accountable, because I know that what I've done dramatically affected my kid's life and dramatically affected the community. So I hold myself responsible. So when you go into situations and you do things, hold yourself responsible and don't hold nobody else. Don't make nobody else accountable for what you do. representing that dash, man, is everything. Because it shows that you exist. How you existed, it's your choice. That's your choice. You make those choices on how you exist in life. You could play with it, or you could gamble with it. Why not live with it? Why not exist touching the many modes, the many expressions that God blessed us with? Why not allow your gifts to affect others in a way that it could benefit them, not just yourself? When your dash represents that, that's when you have made your mark, and that's when you can honestly say that I have lived in peace. You know what I'm saying? I have lived in peace. So now I can rest in peace. But without that, everything's become troubling. Even in death. We make our own decisions. We have our own choices. No one else makes decisions for us. But we do be subjected to different programs. When we subject ourselves to different programs, then we working off of someone else's accord who created them programs, who designed the programs to move you. See, those programs they're just to be there. They're designed so that the people who are in power, in positions of power, they can safeguard their positions and extend it to their families. You see what I'm saying? That's their reality. They looking for the extension of life. Not them extending life, but the extension of life, because they want to make the path a little bit more smoother and easier for the extension of life, which is the kids. Us that's 50 and over, 40 out, we're not living for us. We didn't live that life. Stop living for you. You see what I'm saying? Stop living for you. Stop being emotional in your decisions. Because when you do that, you're not living for you. Excuse me, you're living for you. You're not living for others. You see what I'm saying? You're being selfish. You know what I'm saying? You're being selfish, man. Peace is imminent. Peace is always there. It's incumbent upon us to obtain peace. But first we got to obtain peace within ourselves. When we obtain peace within ourselves, then we can see peace around us. You dig? Everything isn't chaotic. When everything doesn't involve murder and mayhem. Grab your peace. Grab your peace. Make that dash represent something that you and your mother and your father and your brother and your sister and your kids can be proud of. That they can hold their head up high about. Stop just living for you. Think about others. Think about those who love you. Think about those who want to see the best for you. Because they want you to do right. Doing right is a natural inclination. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural inclination. You naturally do right. You don't have to learn how to do right. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to learn how to do right. There's no book on doing right because you already know. The book is about the principles that has you refrain or have you consistent. Not refrain, have you consistent with doing right, with being better. Those principles, what it does, it carves out your character. It immobilizes that gift in you to spread out and express that self. That creative expression that you have in you. You know where that comes from? That's that same energy, that same creative expression that created you. That's God, man. And that's God that exists in you. Embrace it. Stop fighting it. Embrace it. My afternoon thoughts, man. Rest in peace to all those who lost their lives. Rest in peace to all those who lost their lives. My condolences to the families. I keep my energy high because if I have it consistently low, then that's going to tap into my subconscious. That's going to become me, my aura. I've been there. That's what happened within the last year. My aura was different. My energy was different. You know what I'm saying? I had to fix that. I think I came up with the motto, fix your energy. Because it's necessary. Fix your energy. Whenever you go up to talk to somebody, fix your energy. Whenever you get up to go to work, fix your energy. You may not even want to go to work. You may not even like the job that you have. You may not even like the person that you with. Fix your energy. Because when you fix your energy, the energy around you succumbs to that. You're the author. It's a vibe thing. You know what I'm saying? We all waves. We work on waves. It's a vibe thing. If your vibe is right, then it's right. If your vibe wrong, people feel it. Fix your energy, man. Have life and live it to the fullest. Mr. Talkheavy.